Alright guys, this is the Liquidator and welcome to the 2026 Forex Beginners course. Now today, what I'm going to be explaining to you guys is very simple. What do we understand by the term Forex trading? Now, what first comes to your mind when you talk about Forex? Clear, simple, and basic. Forex, which stands for financial trading. This is a system, right, which involves the analytics of two pairs. Now, another term used here can be seen as pairs. What do we understand by pairs? Pairs simply means two currencies embedded with each other, right? So what do we mean? For example, USD CAD. The full meaning is the United States dollar against the Canadian dollar. Now, your job as a trader is straight and simple. You are either predicting if one of this pair is going to be stronger than this pair over time. That's why if you notice, the market moves in three different manners, right? But before we step into that, let's emphasize more on this. Now, as a trader, there is a specific way you can make money off the market by either clicking the buy button or the sell button. Now, depending on what you have analyzed as a trader, you can either click these two buttons to actually make money off the market. Do you get me? Now, here's the deal. You have to be so skilled and technically good before you can even say you want to initially take a trade, either by placing the buy button or the sell button. Do you understand? But here are the basics, right? The basics of this Forex market simply tells us about how the market moves. And if we are literally looking to buy, right, we want to see off our analytic if this pair, right, which is, let's say, USD CAD, right, if the United States dollar is going to be weaker than the Canadian dollar, all we have to do on the chart is to simply analyze for a sell opportunity. Then we click the sell button from a specific price to the other price. Now, let's say we are looking to short the Canadian dollar, and let's say the Canadian dollar is about 5,361 here, right? If we say we're looking to sell the Canadian dollars from 5,361, right, to price range 5,200, that means we are looking to sell from a specific area in price to another. Now, linking this to real life activities, the rate against the US dollar and the Canadian dollar is going to drop simply because on the market charts, what has happened? There is already a significant drop in price. So tending to real life exchange market rates and stuff like that, right? The rate of this currency pair is going to drop too. Do you understand? So it is just these two pair fighting for power. So as a trader, you have to be technically skilled to be able to predict if one is going to be what? sell for a period of time or buy for a period of time. It's as simple as that. Do you get that? Now, we have ways the market move, right? We have specific ways the market move. But before we do that, how do you even go about trading? What site or app am I even using to trade? Now, as a trader, one of the things you literally need is tools for your trading life, or should I say your career, right? So now, the first tool, which I'm going to be explaining each and every one of them's characteristics, right, is the trading view tool. Now, the trading view tool is used for analyzing the markets, right? Now, this is what I use, or traders use, to picture and look at price. Now, don't be scared. Trading is not all about mathematics, right? It's just you predicting price to move from one range to another, and you can make good money off that specific range. Do you get me? We've not got in there yet, right? We'll soon get there. The second app, which is going to be on this watch list, right, is going to be your MT5 app. Now, we have two, the MT5 and the MT4, right? But I expect every newbies to actually use the MT5 app, because the MT5 app is more advanced than the MT4. The MT4 is just like those OGs app. Do you get me? So the MT5 app, what is the usefulness of the MT5? The MT5 is used to execute your trades. Meaning they are used to what? To place or take trades. Now, how do I even risk money off this market? Where do I deposit from? Do I deposit from my bank or where? This is where a brokerage firm comes in, right? So the broker. Now, your broker can be seen as your trading bank, right? Now, your brokerage firm are the people that literally accept your risk allocation on a trade. Now, if there was no existence of this brokerage firm we're talking about, which is the broker, in order for you to place a trade, you will have to drive all the way down to the bank just to execute a trade. And probably when you have almost gotten to the bank, your trade might have played out already. So the broker is the stress for you. Do you understand? What does the broker do? The broker simply links itself, right? So your job now is to literally link this broker to this MT5 app, so that you can see your trading account details on this MT5 app. Now, the broker accepts every risk you take, right, and sends them out to the bank, because we have the bigger bodies in this market. Now, mind you, the Forex market volume, right, every single day is about 9.5 trillion USD. You can go and search that online. It's about 9.5 trillion US dollars every single day that is being transacted, minimum. So you can see that, right? You can see how much volume is in this space. Do you understand? And who actually sends out all this volume and stuff like that? It's your brokerage firm, which is your broker. So your broker helps you initially place your trades. Do you understand? That is the job of your brokerage firm. When you place a trade on your MT5, they send out that execution to the bank. So the bank help you execute them. That's why you can see on your what did they call it? Your MT5 showing, okay, your trade is already running. Now, apart from that, right, these brokerage firms will also take what we call commission. So for every trade they are sending out, they take a specific percentage of that trade. That is when you notice that whenever you enter a trade, you are always starting from a loss. Just minimal loss, not really big. Do you get that? That is the what? The advantage and the usefulness of your brokerage firm. And all this I'm talking about is less than a second that they actually execute this, which is really insane. So they help us ease the stress. That is the job of the brokerage firm. Now, we have the technical side, right, of the forex space. Now we have two sides, right? The technical aspect, which is your skill set, right? So we have the technical aspect, right? Aspect of trading, and we have the what? The psychology aspects of trading. Now, as a trader, right, these two aspects is really, really essential. You really need to be able to do it, to be very skilled as a trader, so you don't start taking unnecessary decisions or unnecessary trades in the market. And also, you have to also be psychologically stable as a trader. Even though you take so many losses and wins after days and days and days and days and days and stuff, you have to be able to literally control your emotions, make right decisions. That is what trading is. I'm not going to lie to you guys, trading is hard, but at the end of the day it pays, because trading is one of the easiest way to make stupid money. Trading is like a hack, a lazy money making method. And one thing I want you people to also understand is time is important. Now, in this space, time is your friend and time is also your enemy, because you have to set a goal for yourself. Let's say you are under the age of 20. Let's say you're 17 or you're 18 years of age, right? What are you meant to do as the 17 or the 18 years old? You're meant to set your time. Okay, before age 20, I want to accomplish this. When you have a set goal for yourself, right, you tend to do what? Achieve your goals better, rather than having nothing planned for your future. Do you get that? So that is how time is against us, and how time is helping us is simply because of the fact that we as traders, right? Sorry for that. We as traders, right? You literally have to be able to master the game of patience, right? And this could also help us in different aspects of life. Do you understand? Now, leaving that aside, let's take a look at the technical aspect. We have different strategies, right? We have so we have concept of trading, right? Let's look at that, right? So we have the concept of trading, right? Now we have different concepts, right? We have the ICT concept, we have the SMC concept, which I trade, right? Not the SMC, right? So just hold on. We have the advanced SMC concept, right? So advanced SMC concept, and we have the price action concept. So this is, I'm gonna just do a bright or shed light on price action concept, right? Good. Now, what is the meaning of SMC? Let's just see SMC. So this is the full meaning, right? Smart money concept, right? So advanced SMC will be seen as what? Advanced smart money concept. Do you guys get that? Now, I trade the advanced smart money concept. That is a whole new different stuff on its own, right? Your strategies and stuff like that. But apart from that, let's take a look at the technical aspect of trading, right? So everything, all these concepts simply falls under what? The technical aspect of trading. Do you understand? Now, all you have to do as a trader is not to master everything. You only need to master one concept. And under that concept, you will see a strategy, so that you can use to actually tackle the market. Do you understand? Now, taking a look at the price action concept, right? Under the price action concept, we have something we call, or it's not even under the price action. Price action, I feel like, is a general concept. Do you understand? Now, under price action, we have what we call the trend, right? Now, market moves in three directions, right? So we have the trend of the market, right? So the market moves in three directions, right? So that means price fluctuates in 3 directions. Exactly. Now, the first direction the market moves can be seen as the uptrend. Right? So the uptrend. The second direction can be seen as the downtrend, right? Which I was explaining earlier that okay, we're selling from a point in price, we can do this and do that, right? So we have the downtrend. Another trend that the market moves is the consolidation trend. Now, what is the uptrend? Now, the uptrend is a type of market movement that signifies price is buying, or the market alright, so or the market is bullish. Now, when they say something is bullish, they also mean in an uptrend momentum. So this simply means that what? The price, right? This stuff that you're seeing here, right? It simply means that what? It's going up. It's simply going up. So now, if we say what is the current trend of, so this is gold, by the way. This is gold, right? XAUUSD. So that means it is gold versus the US dollar, right? If we say what has been the direction from this point in time all the way to this point in time, what has been the direction of the market? We can say the market has been in a bullish momentum, right? So we have the bullish momentum or an uptrend. Full stop. It's not hard, it's clear and straightforward. Do you guys get that? Now, unlike the bullish momentum, we also have what we call the bearish momentum. Now, there are a lot of stuff to this, right? For the bullish momentum, right, we have something we call the higher lows and the higher highs, but I won't be able to explain that in today's video because this is just like a light shade on what Forex is about. So you get that, so that you guys can also go and venture on that yourself. I'm just putting you guys through the major stuff of what the Forex space is all about, right? Because this is like an expo for beginners who are looking to actually venture into the market. Now, we have the downtrend, right? Or the bearish movement, right? That's what they do call that, the pros or the pros and stuff like that. So we simply have the downtrend, right? The downtrend market. Now, what's the downtrend all about? The downtrend, right, is a type of market movement that signifies price is selling or the market is bearish. Now, when I say price, if you take a look at the right side of my screen here, just follow my cursor, you can see that what there are numbers on the left side of your screen. Like I said, Forex is not maths. Don't be scared, because me myself personally, I don't even know maths. So now you see that price is what? These are price range. Now, if you check a look at the market, this is where price is currently sitting at on gold, right? And on the right side of my screen, you can see that gold is currently at $5,999 per ounce. Now, let's quickly go to Google, right? Or my Safari page. Now, let's go there. And let's take a look at how much is an ounce of gold. Can you see that it says, as of February 2020, or as of February 20, which is the year 2026, 1 troy ounce of gold is priced around $5,000 to $500 range, $5,100 range. Can you see that? So you can see that it says here roughly $5,098 per ounce. And if we take a look at the chart, what is it saying here on the chart at this current price, right? This current range. You can see that what it says XAUSD, which is the gold versus the US dollar, is currently 5,098 per ounce. So you can see that this forex market is literally linking with the real life price movement. So we literally even know and we can predict the future of pairs. For example, we can say, okay, there's going to be a huge dump in gold very soon, because we understand the technical aspect that mere people don't understand. So we are like superheroes. So let's say your friend, okay, is holding gold, right? Let's say he has gold. You can be like, okay, bro, gold is at a high point in price. You can sell your gold. And let's say gold has already dumped to a specific area of price. Let's say gold dumped to like 2,000 per ounce, and you are seeing that on your chart. You can be like, okay, bro, go buy gold. Gold is about to buy soon. And over time, gold gains momentum to buy. You can tell that your friend, oh yeah, bro, it's time to sell your gold. He will make profit simply because you, as the analyst, the financial analyst, you've already seen it on the chart. I hope you guys are getting that. So that's usefulness. Now, another type of trend is the consolidation movement, right? Right? The consolidation trend. Now, what's the consolidation trend all about? The consolidation trend is a type of market movement that signifies that price is, or price has no specific direction at that given period in time. What does this mean? It means that price is not giving you the two major movements, which is the up and the down. Price is just moving in the middle. So for example, let's say price is moving like this, right? When I mean price, I'm talking about all these candlesticks and the numbers here, right? So let's say the market movement is like this. Right? What is occurring here? You can see that there is no major direction because price is bouncing off a major point in time to the same point in time again. So you can see that price has been bouncing from here to here. What does it show? This is an example of a consolidation trend. Right? Now, what is an example of a bullish trend? When markets gives you a low, a high, a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. What does that mean? Now, this is a low point in price, and this is a high point. In a bullish momentum, the requirements for a bullish trend require markets to give you a high that is higher than the previous high and a low that is higher than the previous low. Now, if we say that this is a low here and this is high, this low is higher than this previous low. Why this high is higher than this previous high? So we can literally call this a bullish momentum, but I'm not going to really emphasize more on this, right? I might do a new YouTube video if this video can get at least 200 comments and 3,000 likes. I'll be looking forward to do a new YouTube video based on the requirements on how to get basic requirements or how to identify a very good trend, right? Which is the option on the downtrend. I have to really identify it, right? Now, what is also the downtrend? So market gives you a high and a low, a lower high, a lower low, lower high, right? Lower low, a lower high, a lower low. This is a bearish momentum simply because of the fact that market is dumping. But apart from the dumping aspect, as a trader, you want to know when to enter from, right? Now, the basic rule says that If it is a uptrend, right? So you guys listen to this, right? If market is in a uptrend, right? You buy at a low point in price. That's why if you incited, or if you can recall the example I gave you when I was saying your friend and stuff like that, you can tell your friend to buy gold or do that stuff. Remember when I said if gold is at 2,000, right? Let's say gold sells back to $2,000 per ounce, which I don't think is possible, but let's say it happens, right? You've analyzed, okay, this market could buy very soon or stuff like that. You've seen your strategy to take a buy, telling you to take a buy, stuff like that, right? You've already seen that, okay, gold is low, generally. What do you do at a low point in price? You buy from a low point in price if the market trend is bullish, which is if the market trend is buying. Because what you want to do as a trader is you don't want to go against the trend. You want to flow in line with the trend. Because let me tell you something. We have big people in this market. Let me tell you people who trade. WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Apple, Google, Meta, banks, microfinance banks, so much more, bro. So many, almost every organization, they are actually part of the trading industry. Because without us, money can't even circulate. So how do people want to spend money? So you can see this job is a very cool job, right? And you can do this off the comfort of your laptop and your phone, even off your phone. You don't need no boss, you don't need anybody, and you can make $100K, you can make $50,000 just by clicking buttons on your phone, fam. That is the freedom trading give you. Apart from that, let's continue, right? Now, for the downtrend scenario, right? What are you going to be doing in a downtrend? What do you think we're going to be doing in the downtrend? We're going to be doing what? We're going to be selling from a high point in price. Full stop. So can you see that? Now, in the consolidation trend, do not trade. Because price does not have a specific direction. Do you guys understand? So this is more of the technical aspect. Now, apart from that, apart from these trend basics, right, we also have what we call zones, right? Zones. I'm not going to explain this in this class, right? Under the zones, we have the support zone and the resistance zone. Now, what is a support zone? I'm not going to write this down. You guys should listen. Now, the support zone is an area in price whereby market bounces off from. While the resistance zone is an area in price whereby market rejects from. There is more to this. Like I said earlier on, if this video gets 200 comments and 3,000 likes, I'm going to be doing a video dedicated on this, the support zone, and how to identify a valid trend. Do you guys understand that? Now, also in the trading industry or on your charts, right, we simply have something called candlesticks. Now, candlesticks are like volumes, right? They literally interpret to you how price is moving. Do you understand? But apart from that, we have something called the market structure. Do you understand? So like I said, there's more to this. If you wanna join, I might start because I'm gonna host some classes soon, right? Based on the beginners level. Now, the mentorship fee cost is gonna be around $250. You're gonna be learning with me for 2 months. So I'm gonna take you from zero knowledge to a skilled trader just under 2 months. We're going to be hosting classes. This is not a course. I'm not sending you any video. You're going to be hosting classes with me on Google Meet, right? For just 250 USD. Do you guys understand that? Where you can reach me out, check my bio. You can see any of my channel there, right? So if you can reach me out on those channels and stuff like that, right? Just for you to message me and make the inquiry. Do you guys understand? So for those 2 months, I'm going to be teaching you the beginner aspect, and I'm also going to be teaching you the concept I trade, which is the advanced SMC concept, so you can be able to literally analyze and be better as a trader. So this is all for this video. I hope you guys gained something, and I hope I've opened your eyes to some little aspect of this trading industry. Like I said, trading is draining, right? Do not let anybody lie to you, okay? But at the end of the day, it pays a lot. Do not forget $9.5 trillion of market volume. You can search that. In fact, let's do that on this video, right? The highest market in the world. Sorry. So the highest market in the world. You people are gonna see. Google is not lying, right? The highest market in the world. No, not this. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, good. Now you can see the largest market by value and context. What does it say? The foreign exchange market, which is what? The Forex market. Followed by the stocks, which I feel like the stocks is still even under the Forex, and the consumers market. So can you guys see that? So it's not like it's no fugazi. This is literally trading. I am the Liquidator. Follow me on TikTok, the Liquidator, the same name with my YouTube channel name, right? The Liquidator. Follow me on Instagram too, which is the Liquidator. I'm Nigerian by nationality, and that's all for today's video. I'm gonna see you guys when I see you guys. Bye.